Can you please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this a cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you. Yeah! I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! If I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this. Ah! Ah! Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Alright. Let's deal with this silly ass Somnium, shall we? What's in that box? Nothing. Why is it? What is... Alright, bro. Cool, you do you.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Oh god. Hold on a minute. That takes way too much time.
A machine used for cutting.
Jeez, why are all these taking so much time?
Iris is on the platform. Iris! Hey! Are you okay? Tessa!
Guess she's not waking up.
Honestly, I'm just doing this to get the timies. This is ridiculous.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Let's try punching it.
This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me?
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
Bruh. Okay. What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa, may the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Green shelf or the red shelf? Red shelf was that one. Let's try this one. So green shelf.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Do we wipe it off or do we breathe on it? Let's try punching it again. Let's punch it. Ooh, actually, thank God I got that notification. I wanted you to time me. Nope.
Nothing is happening.
I was only using 92% of my power.
It's basically 100%.
A plate attached to the shelf.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Let's breathe on it this time.
But then, something strange
I don't like that
happened.
face.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
I don't know.
We're out of options! Tessa!
What?
If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
The Somnium is retarded.
No! I will
Then
fight
again, it's
destiny
Oda, so.
and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back, look cool doing it.
A wooden box.
I don't understand this game, bro. It seems like there's either I feel like the killer is either the same person
A forklift.
or there's multiple killers, but then again, like, that can't be multiple killers. Instead, there's one person doing all of this. And there's no way Iris is a killer. There's no way Renju's a killer. And more importantly, why would Renju kill Iris? Why would Renju kill Shoko, knowing what that could do to Mizuki? There's no way Renju killed. No way is Renju. There's no way Renju's a killer. There's no way Iris is a killer. Whoever's in that polar bear costume is like, I don't know. I don't think. Maybe it's somebody we haven't introduced to yet. I'm gonna try Sorty, just because I don't know what that is.
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate, 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
What? What is the box gonna do?
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
What in the hell is going on, bro?
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
No, I want to investigate other things.
The forklift, the tire is frozen to the floor.
Yeah. Bro. I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Iris is on the platform. This is an ice-cold one.
Just throw it.
Yeah!
No good, huh?
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
And he needs a little more motivation.
Iris is on Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, head, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
I regret doing that.
Ota is still down.
Motivate, cheer, courage, calm. Okay, let's motivate him since he seems to be so weak that he can't stand up.
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it, earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins.
What? What are these poses, bro?
There.
That's how he got stabbed. I mean, obviously the killer stabbed him, but... My question is... Okay, hold on. Okay, my question is, the killer... Okay. After the killer stabbed Ota, right? He knew that Ota will be weakened from the stab wound. Why didn't he then proceed to kill Iris, knowing that Ota would be too weak to stop the machine in time? That's what I'm saying. Like, the killer could have just left Ota like that. Well, I mean, he probably would have gotten caught by Date. True. Maybe that's why they left. Anyway, that Somnium was really weird. Really weird.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you.
Please
I'm not
answer
gonna beat
them,
around
bro.
the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Candy. I mean, candy. The Ota working man chocolate. Because Ota went to, like, if Ota himself bought it, then he would know that it was there. It's this.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so are you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Agreed.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not!
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not!
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The knife. Definitely the knife.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral patterned kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Wait, why is that there? Oh, wait. Iris. Because remember, we saw Iris walk toward Mayumi and like it looked like she grabbed something from her. So maybe she took the knife. Because Ota wouldn't take it.
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern.
Why would Ota take the knife with him? Doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't harm Tessa no matter what.
Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that.
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris, because...
The two cars?
2 cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m.
This?
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
Is this? No. The fishery? Nope. The chocolate. Yeah, okay.
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van, and that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
I agree. Plus, with her dementia, she wouldn't kill somebody. Even though she may hate Iris, she's not capable. I mean, I can't say she's not capable of murder, but because anyone is capable of murder, but like to go that far.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
She's lying. Like, there's no way. We literally just proved how she couldn't do that, and no. Like, she's clearly covering for Ota, bro. There's no way she... Again, how do you...
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down.
Okay, hold on. She's saying she did everything, but that's not possible. Because, again, Mayumi is an old woman. She deals with dementia, right? With dementia, I don't know how to pronounce it. 1, she loves her son very much. 2, she wouldn't stab him with the knife that he gave her when he was little, saying, "Mom, I love you always." She wouldn't do that. Even if it was to just act out like she was the villain and then run away with the knife. There's no way that she would do that to her own son and then act like nothing happened. 3, again, explain the two vans. If she's in the store buying the chocolate for Oda, then how is she also driving away with Iris to the warehouse? And even if you say, well, that's just a hired person, hypothetically, if she hired someone to kill Iris, why would she go to the warehouse if she knew that person was going to kill Iris? Maybe to do it herself? But where's the evidence of the other person being there? See what I'm saying? There's no way she kidnapped Iris, tried to kill her, and then would stab Oda just to cover up for Oda. Like, she most likely is covering for Oda, but in what regard? Why is she covering for Oda? Like, I understand that's her son, but Oda's not the killer. Because, again, he loves Tessa, he loves Iris, he would not harm her in any way, under any capacity. So neither Ota nor Mayumi is the killer, to me. Iris' behavior before she got put on that table was very sus, and it made it seem like she killed Renju. Because, like, it was just really creepy, and we know how Iris actually is personality-wise and behavior-wise. So, that's enough rambling. Let's get on with this.
How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
You didn't pull her eye out. That's even more questions. If you pulled out her eye, where is it? Where is it? Number 2, your fingerprints will be found on Iris's face. And number 3, where you get the polar bear costume? See what I'm talking about? She's lying easily. And I'm not saying this because she has dementia. Like, any smart person could figure this out. I mean, Mayumi is not the killer. She's not the new Cyclops killer. Because why would she coincidentally take out Iris's left eye? If she wanted to kill Iris, she would not take out her eye. Plus, even if she was a new Cyclops killer, what is her relation to Renju and Shoko? I highly doubt she even knows who they are. Or she probably does, but she forgot about it due to her condition.
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
There's no way. I'm sorry, Mayumi, like, I don't believe you.
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all. I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
She's trying too hard.
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
Right. And you wouldn't do that.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just... My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out, same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person.
Right?
So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them. Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
I couldn't imagine living like that.
Isn't Renju Okura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible. Using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil.
Wrong route.
That's why I killed him. Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there. I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen a criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
It's possible, but I don't know. It's possible.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours. at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Okay.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by
Ota.
now.
Duh.
There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
What are our options here? Oda. So, okay. Mizuki and Iris, really. You know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna pick all the other 3 options just to see the dialogue. Starting with the dumbest one.
Mayumi hates Iris. I doubt she would protect her.
You're right.
Second dumbest one. I doubt what. Does she even know so? I don't know.
Congressman Sajima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
No, sorry. Just a guess.
No need to apologize. I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date wouldn't waste my time throwing out random guesses. I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
You don't have to bully me. I was just thinking out loud.
This is bad. His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose. Or reduce it?
I can hear you muttering, you know. It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Don't know.
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
First off, his motive for Renju and Shoko. Now, granted, well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't know that Mizuki was their daughter, but like, it would just be a crazy obsession with Iris, because if he doesn't want anyone around Iris, then getting rid of Renju, you know, he's the president of her company. It's weird. There's no way Oda is the culprit. Again, he wouldn't have stabbed himself. Or even if he took out Iris's eye. Question 1, where's the eye? Question 2, wouldn't his fingerprints be on her face? Exactly. And number 3, why would he take her eye out? Is he trying to mimic the new Cyclops killer? No. Why would he do that? That's another question. Again, how would you explain the van thing? He's in the store buying something, and then the van where Iris runs away. He didn't kidnap Iris. He can't clone himself. Like, hello?
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
It's a possibility.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it?
Again, where's the eye if that's the case? You see what I'm getting at here? Old Iris is supposed to be the next villain. Iris was supposed to be the next victim of the new psychopath serial killer, and each victim's eyes have been missing. If Iris took out her eye, where's her eye? Wouldn't it be on her? Even if she gave it to Ota, his hands would all be bloody from her eye. And like, even if he threw it in the ocean, it's like that's very weird. But anyway,
Perhaps she ordered him to.
he wouldn't do that even if she did that.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
True.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
No way.
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the song. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
A shit one. Because there's no way they would do that.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
No way she killed Shoko, definitely killed Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
I'm sorry, but there's no way that Iris or Ota are the killer. Mayumi's definitely not the killer. There's no way.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why? When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
Whoops.
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You... I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. We were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good. We were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow. A writer? That's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it.
That's sweet.
No matter what happens,
Sweet, excuse me.
Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever, I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. but it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Jesus Christ, Ota.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Iba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Iba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
I don't know. I don't think they're missing anything, but sure. I mean, what else is there to miss? We got the chocolate. Maybe it's the vehicle.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me. Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained. The security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
Iba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning. Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
A taxi driver? Okay, sure.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
Oh boy.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Date, look! An antlion! Yay! Go, antlion!
What? You're too far away. I can't hear you. Oh, I can't believe Tessa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not? What if I'm next? Freaks me out. Date, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby. I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Huh? Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated. I told you, I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Ha 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 ha.
What? You gotta come closer. I can't hear you. Well, what can I say, you know? The biz is harsh, schedules are tight. If we shut down for even a day, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off. So they want to avoid that, of course.
Did Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Femisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Femisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
So they just followed the van, or so they followed
We
Ota,
then
no
arrived
Iris.
at a splendid manner. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Wait, it arrived at a manor? What manor? So Iris went here and then went to the Kawasaki district with that sink machine is. It's gonna be what manor? So?
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
Iris went to So's place? That's what I'm assuming, because what other mansion is in this game?
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses.